Welcome back to DIY Willy. Today we're going to work on the 2011 Chevy Silverado. I've got a set of side steps we're going to install, and let's check them out. We'll get it open here straight away. Got some nice packaging here. Let's close it nice so we're safe. So we get the box open. We got a nice package of hardware here. We got some thread inserts. We got the boards. We got some pack boxes here inside. Let's see what's inside them. I think this will be the brackets that hold them. Yeah. Wow, it's a pretty thick bracket. Look at that. Looks nice. Nice and thick. Strong. Perfect. All right. Let's get the rest of it unboxed. Some more brackets. Get the hardware out of here. Take a look at one of these steps. Got an instruction package here. YITA Motor. Nice. Now for my truck, I chose the black ones. My truck has a lot of chrome, but honestly over the years I don't like how the chrome looks. I want to go more towards the black, so I want a little bit of accent. I think they're going to hold up better than the chrome. Get the protective covering pulled out of the way. Look at the finish on that. Very nice. Very nice. Kind of a rough finish, not smooth. Yeah, it's got a nice end cap on it. And very nice board. It's wide. I like that it's wide. Look at this anti-slip piece on the front. It says YITA Motor. Very nice. Nice piece. So taking our instructions out, I have a little bag that was provided. We've got the installation and care, and we have customer support and thanks for purchase. So lots of ways to get in contact with them with their online services. Let's see these instructions. Let's take a closer look at these instructions. So we got tools required, a ratchet, 13mm socket, and a torque wrench. And as always, you know, read the instructions carefully before starting installation. Is not compatible with the diesel engine vehicle, I guess, what they're trying to say. Proper tools will improve the quality of installation and reduce the time required. Gives a list of the hardware, and it's got the clip nuts. That's what those things are called. The bolts, the washers, and the brackets. Let's take a look inside. There we go. Very detailed instructions. It shows the vehicle on the bottom, where all the mounting positions are. Shows where to put the lock nuts in there, or the clip nuts they're calling them. And then the hardware placement. Looks fairly easy enough. So here we go. We're ready to put the brackets in the truck. We've got the clip nut installed. We've got the hole here for the bolt. And let's get them installed, huh? There we go, with the bracket installed. The back two for the Chevy Silverado get a nut on the hardware, and the front two do not. I'll show those in a minute. So yeah, there's the brackets installed, the back two, and you want to make sure and leave them loose before you tighten them up. That way you can get everything aligned up. Let's take a look at the front ones. Okay, for the Chevy Silverado up front here, you have a nut insert already installed. You have a nut that's been inserted already. Able to reuse all this existing. Now I'll just go ahead and bolt this all together. Alright, so that's our last bracket we need to put in. Again, this one didn't have a nut on top. You want to make sure you have the flange bolt with one washer. The same up on the top, as you can see. And you should wind up with something that looks like this. with all 4 of the brackets installed. Now we'll go ahead and we'll put the running board on top. Taking a look at the step, very nice construction. As we were saying earlier, the coating on it looks even, made of aluminum, won't have any corrosion. End caps look good. It's a nice looking step. Now here's their means of attaching it. You've got these 8 adjustable screws that slide down this track. So you match the hardware up with the brackets. You'll actually remove the hardware once you have it all in place where it goes. And then once it's bolted, again, leave it loose and align the step up to the doors of the vehicle. So I'll get through that here in a minute. But yeah, taking a look at the hardware, really nicely designed. Kind of really makes it a universal. And yeah, let's get it installed. We'll get it down on the vehicle, and we'll line up the hardware, and we'll put the hardware in, and we'll tighten it up. You're gonna want to take the hardware out before you set the running board. And I suggest having a little small screwdriver to help slide these around for lining up the holes. Okay, let's put this together. Now with the board in place, you'll see what I'm talking about. You need to slide these little inserts down. You can do it with your fingers, you can do it with any small tool. I choose to use this little screwdriver. I can push them right down and then line them up in the holes once I get the whole board. There. And then line them up in the holes. Just like that. Then I can take the bolt with a washer on top and thread it up inside. Now with all the bolts in, you can see all the hardware is in. I like to line it up with the seam on the back door like that, just right there with the rivets on the seam of the back door. Now you can go through and tighten up all your hardware, torquing it to 15 foot-pounds when tight. Now with the hardware all tightened and torqued to 15 foot-pounds, we're ready to check it out. Yeah, they look really good. And those side steps fit perfectly. Now I will say the instructions called for 13mm wrenches and socket, but actually it was 12 and a 13mm wrench for the 2 nuts that get used for the Silverado. But steps look really nice. They're installed nice and firm. Once you have them in there and lined up, tighten all the hardware down, you torque it to 15 foot-pounds, and you're good to go. I'll show you how strong they are. Nice and solid. They look really nice. Now let's get the other side installed and wrap this project up. Okay, here on the passenger side, I did have the plug on this side. So I just removed the plug, and you take the clip bolt or nut and you just slip it in there ever so gently like that. There, now we've got another mounting point just like that. So if your truck had never had steps on it and you had the little plug on it, just take the plug out and install the clip nut just like that. Very simple. All right, YITA Motor running boards look fantastic. Very easy install with simple hand tools. I use a 13mm and a 12mm socket and ratchet set and 1 wrench. Now these will fit the 2007 to 18 Chevy Silverados and the GMC Sierras. It's a nice looking step. Really nice looking step. They're a great install. They look fantastic. Very nice. Thank you, YITA Motor, for a set of nice side steps. So that was a great install of those YITA Motor running boards on my 2011 Chevy Silverado. I'll leave a link in the description to their website. Maybe you can find something that fits your vehicle. Yeah, these things are very strong. They look like they're going to hold up very well. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and check out those links in the description, and always come back to DLR Willy, where we're doing fun things like running boards on the Chevy Silverado, and work to the Nissan Frontier, and to the Suzuki, and to the, of course, the new bikes. So always come back, and I'll see you next time.